guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope we are all doing good. If you're new here, my name is Aluk Makuch, aka Aluk Fit Mom. Please, before you get into this video, be sure to click on that subscribe button and join my family, hashtag Aluk Fit Mom, and turn on that post notification, just so you are always one of the first ones to be notified when I upload a video. All right, so today we are just doing a reaction. No, it's not really even a reaction. I came across this video on Facebook this morning, and it's going viral because it just shows CNN reporting some fake news about South Sudanese community not following the social distancing rules, and a whole lot of BS. And I got so angry. I was like, what the legit, like, what? Nah, I dropped all my plans for the day. I dropped everything that I was meant to be doing today, and I'm gonna record. I'm just gonna jump on here and just record a video and just add in my 2 cents, because our voices need to be heard. Like, we need to be on top of these kind of things, because the media is always trying to make us look like the bad guys, always tarnishing with our reputation, always just defaming us. This racism thing is just getting worse. So it's up to us to really unite and be the voices, or be the voice for our community. So I'm just gonna press play, and yeah.
Members of this community breached social distancing rules in the first place. According to community leaders, Melbourne's South Sudanese weren't really aware of the rules.
Really? And where could you be getting this information from? Since COVID hit, I'm sure the whole entire world is aware of the rules and everybody has been following it. So what's making you think that South Sudanese community in particular are not following the social distancing rules?
Same rules, of course, that we've been banging on about for months, not just in the media, but out in the streets.
Obviously.
Because, this is what they say, although community health messages were printed in the language of Dinka, many Sudanese migrants can speak Dinka, but they can't actually read it.
That's false, because most of our mothers and our fathers, even grandparents, they read and write Dinka fluently, more than we do. Even they speak Dinka, they read Dinka more than we do, because English is taking over for us. Even at churches and stuff, we have Bibles in Dinkas. They do everything. So what are you trying to say? Where are you getting these facts from?
Now, the reason they can't read it is that many of them, especially the women, were banned from attending school in their former homeland.
Bitch. Really? And on top of that, what has this got to do with COVID-19?
Now, here's where it gets interesting. Rather than say this just underscores why new migrants must urgently learn English when they arrive in Australia so that they can quickly become part of our mainstream society, the South Sudanese community leaders instead argue that we should be, their word, empowering them, by this they mean fund them, to spend more time delivering these virus health messages via the spoken word of Dinka, rather than just Dinka language written in brochures and ads in the paper.
Oh, wow. The audacity. Every time I've been seeing, I always see signs with written in English and then in a different language. I've never seen one written in Dinka. And these aren't even COVID signs. These are like when you walk into the bank, Commonwealth, ANZ, or whatever, they'll have the sign in English and then in Chinese or in another language.
Now, in the middle of the current crisis, given how bad it is in Victoria if that means, in the words of an official spokesman, outreach teams, door knocking of homes and phone calls, all delivered in a range of foreign languages. Well, it's not my preferred option, but it's better than anything else considering where we are now.
Oh my God. You guys are always looking for people to blame. Always want to point fingers at other people. Always acting like it's someone else that's causing you problem. You guys always just want to blame other people for your stuff. Why?
Likewise, too, $5,000 that the Victorian government reportedly gave to local mosques in Melbourne to have digital services.
Okay, $5,000 that they funded to a local mosque. All right, cool. But did you know that 99.9% of Sudanese are Christian? And we don't pray in mosques. We have churches. And our churches are doing this. Right now, tell me, have you funded any South Sudanese churches? No.
In order to ensure the faithful stayed away from Friday Islamic prayers.
Islamic prayers. That's not us. We are Christians. The Eid celebration has nothing to do with South Sudanese community. Has nothing to do with South Sudanese people. So what's the link? What are you getting at? What are you getting out of this? What are you trying to... Is this how much y'all hate us so much that you find every little thing and you guys are always just trying to tarnish our reputation, always just trying to make us the bad guys? You bringing this, it's like 1 + 1 = 22. Mate.
All the other religions seem to be shutting down the services, but clearly this was a problem. Now,
well, clearly it wasn't a problem for us because we've been shutting down churches as soon as the restrictions were, put down. Everybody did it. We haven't been to church since how long now? So clearly you have the wrong facts.
all of that's good and well. But when are we going to wake up to the fact that encouraging people to live here as South Sudanese speaking Dinka rather than as Australians speaking English is not good for us, it's not good for cohesion, and it's certainly not good for recently arrived migrants.
Clearly, you need to wake up to the fact that we do not care. We don't care if it's not good for you, for what. No, it's good for us, for our community, for our children. It is good for us because this is our native language. We are not going to stop speaking Dinka or teaching Dinka no, because it's good for us. Because we need our generation, our kids, they need to know where they come from. They need to know about their culture, their tradition. So, mate, no. Are you telling Chinese, Indians, Asians to stop speaking their languages? Are you doing that? Because they do teach it. You guys are out here teaching bloody Italian in class at school. What did they say? French, Italian, all of these other languages, Start adding Dinka to it as well. I remember when I was in school in Adelaide, Dinka was part of the curriculums. I think it still is, We had Dinka school. We are going there to learn Dinka. I was going there because I don't want to forget my language. And I don't care if it's not good for you guys, for the economy, for whatever BS that she just mentioned. Nobody gives a shit because it is good for us and our identity. This is who we are. So sit back, miss.
Most of the South Sudanese born people in Victoria have come in the past 2 decades, according to 2016 census data.
And then what?
32% are officially unemployed.
And I wonder why. I actually wonder why. 70%
earn less than $800 a week. That's hardly surprising, is it?
Let's put this back a bit.
In the past 2 decades, according to 2016 census data, 32% are officially unemployed and 70% earn less than $800 a week. Now, it's hardly surprising, is it, when even official data...
It's hardly surprising because that makes no sense. 32% are unemployed and 70% are earning less than $800 a fortnight. So that makes a total of 102%. All right, lady. And do you know why the unemployment rate is so high? Because it is so difficult to get a job here in Australia as a black person, let alone a South Sudanese person. They'll just see your name, Deng something, or Maniel or whatever, you know, and they'll just be like, yep, nope. Do you know how many of us have to change our names on our resume and use our Christian names because it's more white? We have to go by the name Mary or Rebecca, or, you know, just to even get an interview. And as soon as we stepped to the place, as soon as we arrive for our interview, they look at you and boom, you're black. So guess what? You're not gonna get that job. You just wasted technically their time, apparently, because they were expecting, oh, it's Mary. Oh, Mary sounds, or Mary could be like, maybe she's just white, and then Mary just turns out to be a black girl, an African.
Shows that 15% speak virtually no English. Now, obviously, services have to be delivered to people as they are, rather than as we want them to be. So if the plethora of small...
That 15% that doesn't speak English are probably our grandmothers. And some of our mothers. But what's the issue with that? We have other nationalities that don't speak English, and I don't see the media covering anything like that. And it seems that we've gone from talking about South Sudanese community not following the COVID-19 social distancing rules to just welcome to fake news. This is just being about talking shit about our community. This has gone from not following social distancing rules to coming up with some facts that are even irrelevant because they're not true. They are not true facts.
To organisations running Dinka language programs are actually helping people to become literate and fluent in English. Well, arguably, that could be part of the solution. But if, as I suspect, many of them are sops to community leaders with a vested interest.
You suspect that many of them are sop to community leaders. Why are you suspecting that, lady? Are you a part of our community? Do you know our leaders? You suspect. Whoa.
And keeping people in cultural enclaves and keeping them from learning English in the first place, and that's a real problem. I was speaking with a former Howard Government Minister for Multicultural Affairs tonight on just this issue. According to one of these South Sudanese community leaders, their culture means that people have to...
First of all, I have a feeling you did not speak to anybody that's South Sudanese, let alone a leader, because our leaders are more than willing to even do appear on the show, on your news coverage, you know. They couldn't even drop names. Like, they don't do things behind our backs. Our leaders they know us, you know. That's why they are our leaders. I have a feeling this lady was speaking to somebody from a different background, I swear to God.
I was speaking with a former Howard Government Minister for Multicultural Affairs tonight on just this issue. According to one of these South Sudanese community leaders, their culture means that people have to descend en masse to someone's home in times of trouble or bereavement, such as recently when a young man was stabbed to death in a gang attack.
Miss, Miss, this thing right here, this is just wrong. If you're trying to, I think she's talking about how we love coming together. This is a part of us, you know. But when there's a pandemic, we know that we right and wrong, we know we just, as much as we would like to come as a family, you know, mourn together and whatnot, if the restrictions were still back to when only family members were allowed in the house or whatever, this wouldn't be the case. But the restrictions were lifted. So as of 31st of May, restrictions were lifted. Private gatherings were increased to a total of 20 people in a house, including family members of the house. Public gatherings were also increased to 20, both indoors and outdoor. Funerals increased to 50 people, plus people that were reasonably required to conduct the funeral. Private worship or small religion ceremonies were increased to 20 people. That was in May. As of 21st of June, restrictions kind of got a little bit stricter. So gatherings were limited to 10 people, 5 visitors in a house, and all of that, you know. And that tragedy of one of our brothers being stabbed happened just about a week ago, you know. It happened about a week ago, and it did affect the community, all of us. But did we get out of our ways to break the social gathering rules? No. Most of us were like Skyping in or FaceTiming or phone calls and stuff like that, because we follow social distancing rules. We keep up. We have TVs at our houses. We have phones. We've got social media, you know. So when something is changing, we are up to date. We know these things. So now, bitch, no, I don't even think I can even continue watching this shit. Just pissing me off.
But if Australians have been able to change their cultural appreciation of events like Anzac Day to accommodate this virus, well, surely new arrivals can too.
And we've been doing it. We have all been doing it.
It must change. If the culture is about gang membership, unemployment, and an inability to speak Australia's national language, the point of not even knowing.
That is not our culture. That is the culture you, white people, are trying to paint us off. You're trying to make us look like that. You guys are always, you know, bringing down our little boys, calling them gangs. You guys are the one always reporting these things. You guys don't even know anything about our culture. Not even one thing. If y'all just stop being so negative and so racist most of the time, all the time, and maybe learn a thing or two, feed your ignorance, you might probably know that we are some of the best people on this planet. So no, our culture is not about gang members or, what did she say? Oh my God.
Australia's national language, the point. If the culture is about gang membership, unemployment, and an inability to.
Gang membership, that's you guys are creating that. There's no gangs in our community. We have no gangs. But the media, reporters like yourselves, are the one portraying it. You guys are feeding people's minds with nonsense, shit that isn't even true. Unemployment, y'all aren't giving us jobs. Y'all don't even look at our resumes. Y'all just see our names and boom. The African, no interview. Or if we have a Christian name, we can rock up to the interview and you see us, you see our skin, we're black. Oh, not getting it, you know? You guys are the reason why we are suffering, because y'all don't even give us a chance. Y'all don't even give us a chance. It's like you guys are so scared of us succeeding that You guys are doing whatever you can to just keep us down. But you know what, honey, it's not gonna work. It's not, because we will rise. We are gonna keep rising. We are gonna we'll have our own businesses, and we'll start hiring our own people, just like the Chinese and the Indians are doing. We'll have businesses just for us, employ our own people, and we will rise, and we'll be better than y'all.
Speak Australia's national language.
We all speak English, bro. We all speak English, but I am South Sudanese before I am Australian citizen. I don't even identify myself as that. It's just a paper. Alright? It's just a paper.
Of not even knowing about social distancing, doesn't that have to change urgently for everyone's good, rather than us, as a country, just rolling over yet again when it comes to defending our language?
Just like us as a community, rolling over yet again to defend our reputation. Yet again. We do this all our lives. We always have to come here and do these things and prove you guys. Why do we always have to fight just to show you guys that we are good people? We're always competing against the media. The media is always do gangs, and we are just here like, no, there's no such thing as gangs. Unemployment, cool, but y'all are the one not employing us. We're not the problem. You guys are the problem. Y'all don't want to give nobody the chance to rise. You guys are just too greedy. This systemic racism shit, nah, bro.
And our values, just because too many of us too scared to speak up.
Nah. You guys are always speaking up. Since when have any of y'all been too scared to speak up? You're speaking up right now on national television. This is broadcasting to almost everywhere. So what are you trying to do? We are the one that are afraid of speaking up, you know? But we are done being scared. We are speaking up, but we are fighting for our community, for our mothers, our fathers, our brothers, our sisters, our kids, you know? It's y'all versus us, and we are ready. We accepted this war a long time ago.
It's really important.
That video, you guys, so they came back with an apology letter, which is too little too late. The damage has already been done, you know. As a journalist, it's your job to actually do your research and find out real facts, real information. You keep talking about, oh, we spoke to a community member. All right, bring them up. Which community member? The government funded a community $5,000, something to do with the mosque. Okay, well, that's not us. Which community? Which mosque? Which suburb? Mate, like, CNN, keep your apology. You're racist as fuck. You're always, you guys in Channel 7 are always just doing the most. Always doing the most. Every day, you know? I don't know when you guys are going to get into that thick brain of yours that there are no gangs in our community. Not even one. And this bad, guys, image that you guys are just trying to force onto us, it's just gonna backfire back onto you guys, because nothing you can do will stop us from shining, from rising, from anything. Nothing. Y'all will come with fake news like that. We'll jump onto our social medias as well. We'll do what we can. We'll use our little platform that we have to speak our truth, you know, to speak our truth and to stand our ground, and we'll always do it. Doesn't matter how many times we gotta do it, we will do it, because one day, one time, y'all will get it. We're not giving up. We are not giving up. And you guys, it brings us to the end of my video. If you've been wondering, I'm wearing this, I think it's Umoja jumper. It's a bit big. It's my brother's. This was made by Parkville College. part of their cultural team. No, cultural, it's like an African program that they do in there, and they made this beautiful jumper, and I thought it would be very appropriate to wear it today in this video. Show y'all that we are proud, and you wish you were from here. I know you do, and you wish you had all this melanin, because this is the thing that scares you the most. You look at us and you're just like, oh my god, but yet you're still trying to be like us, you know. You're getting up big lips, big ass, a skin. You try, but you can never be like us, eh? You can never be like us. Alright guys, so yeah, this is the end of the video. Be sure to click on that subscribe button and join the family, #AlukFitMom, and turn on that post notification and be the first to see my videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video.